ladies and gentlemen.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys, winners a week ago in that 4-5 matchup, looking to carry that momentum over to the divisional round. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Commanders making their way out as we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from it. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Let's go for Washington.
Play action now. Mariota. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. We always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you can get a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
At the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Option on the left side. Pickett's going to keep it. And running with power here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenny Pickett scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by Kenny Pickett, taking it in himself. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. smooth. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Washington offense heading out. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Mariota. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook and show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. To throw is Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tressway on to punt the football. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's another Eagles 1st down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And this one's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Handoff to Barkley on the option. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Pickett. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. From the 20, here's second down and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to throw, Pickett. Over the middle, he's going to find Iomanner. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Pickett going to keep it himself. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Man on the left side is Brown. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A.J. Brown. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pickett.
7-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. Following the interception here, Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16.
Throwing, Mariota. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play fake, Mariota. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 1. Robinson again. This time he's in for a Commanders touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The quick feet by Jackson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw. Pickett. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Looking to throw. Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's Mariota. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Barkley again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Get this complete to Senate, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mickey Manwari. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Mariota to throw it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? From the gun, Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler there to make the grab. And the Commanders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
For the Eagles, 1st down.
Pickett back to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Got him in. It's Brown. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
1 second, all that remains.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
down and less than a yard.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good. For an Eagles first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now Pickett. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenny Pickett, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Now that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sand. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Throwing is Mariota. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, McClellan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mariota going to run the option right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Mariota. Now he'll tuck this and run. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Samuel in motion. Now Mariota. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. 3rd and goal. Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Pickett going to keep it himself.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 29 yards.
And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Barkley inside handoff. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where the extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
75 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Pickett on the keeper. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here's Pickett.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And they knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Austin Eckler,
Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ooh, the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think he's a focal point. But that's what he's been, and that means he's creeping.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Saquon Barkley,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
The boots up hasn't hurt him one bit. season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
They go play action. Mariota. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
To throw, Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mariota. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Fighting to stay upright. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Washington ready to try again on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
To throw is Mariota. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mariota going to run the option right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Washington first down.
Now Mariota taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's Mariota. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Mariota now. And he's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Up the middle with Barkley.
168 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Washington offense heading out.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
They just want to put this one behind them.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Now he's going to step up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Finding room at midfield.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
One last shot at the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll try and do this himself.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.